Hi, thanks for clicking. This is Hope, and in this video, I'm going to show you my little hair curling routine that I do. A little bit about my hair. It's very fine. I don't have a ton of it, and it gets dry at the ends. I have a lot of split ends usually, and it's kind of greasy, oily on top. So I never get a lot of volume on top, pretty much no matter what. And then the bottom can just look a little bit dry, and it doesn't hold a curl. Like, it's just naturally straight and kind of blah and bland. I mean, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know what my hair looks like. That's what it looks like. It is what it is. Right now I'm just working on kind of growing it out, and I feel like this routine works. So the theory behind it is I don't curl it on a very hot setting. It's actually on the lowest setting possible for my curler. I don't hold it on the curl for the entire time. Like, my curler has a little beep that it'll do when it is done curling. Like, if you want to go by that to make every curl the same amount of time, I don't even wait for that. I just count to like 3 or 4 and then take it out. So a combination of low heat, not leaving it on my hair for very long, I'm hoping is lessening the damage. Also putting in a heat protectant before, obviously. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna show you in this video. If you're curious, some other tips that I have about how I feel like my hair is growing healthier than normal, I'll put that in at the end if you're interested, but here you go, here's the hair tutorial. So I filmed a little bit of this, but the sound was not right, or wasn't on. So basically all I did was I parted my hair and I straightened it. And I only straighten, oh, so yeah, I also told you what I had done to it. So this is clean hair from last night. I took a shower last night, waited till it was mostly dried, air dried, and then I put some heat protectant in it and rough blow dried it, and then I slept on it, basically. So when I wake up, it has like, I have weird, like, I don't know, just little like curly dents and stuff in it. There's still some in it, but it slept on, and I'm okay with that. So actually, it's kind of a good segue into explaining the hairstyle that I do. It is not voluminous, it's not big bouncy blowout, whatever. It's not even those sort of Utah beachy curls either. I do like those though. I have a beach waver that I will use for those. But basically my hair is fine. It gets dry on the ends, so I really easily get split ends, and it's oily. Like, I have a greasy scalp. So basically what I've been wanting to do as I grow it out is not put too much heat on it, but I do find if I don't put anything, it just looks kind of like a little bit dried out, frizzy at the ends. So this is what I do. I curl it only on the bottom. So I'm not trying to get really long lasting, sorry if you can hear the curler, it makes like a buzzing sound. I'm not trying to get huge volume. I'm just trying to smooth out the ends and give a little bit of a curl. So that is what I do. I part it sort of to the side, and then I take the part back to the back of my head. And then I just literally go from back to front, taking small sections, kind of like vertical sections. And I take the curl. I use this automatic curler by Tymo, and I literally use it on the lowest heat setting. So I do have extra heat protectant in too, but I just use the lowest setting because, like I said, I don't really care if they're really tight and last long, because that's not the point of this hairstyle. So I just take it like the end of my hair, from the middle part to the end, and I curl away for this. I have tried doing the curl towards my face, and that gives a different look. It's cool, but this is just like my everyday. And I literally don't even hold it for that long. And then there's just a tiny curl at the bottom. And I know it sounds strange, but I feel like I'm damaging it a little bit less by doing it this way. And I take pretty small sections, and like I said, I wait like 3 or 4 seconds because I just don't want a huge amount of damage. And then I just do that same thing. I just toss it to the back, and I do that same thing to my whole head. I do a little bit something different when I get to the front part of my hair where the hair is a little bit shorter, but I'll let you know when that changes. And I feel like why I decided to do this is I noticed that people who do the full, like if they have like a Dyson fancy hair dryer, or if they have a Shark style, I feel like at the end of the day when they show how their hair looks, it kind of looks like this. Especially if they have long hair, because you know the curls fall out when you have long hair. Like they don't really stay in that long. Okay, so I just try to separate out the shorter curls. I mean, the shorter hairs. See, it's just at the end. And like I said, I have fine hair. I don't have a lot of volume no matter what I do. So I'm just embracing my hair type, you know? That's what I feel like I'm doing in every part of life. I'm just embracing what I already have and enhancing that versus trying to be what someone else is who looks beautiful in a certain way, and I just don't think it will look the same on me, or it doesn't look the same on me when I try it. Okay, so this is the last little front part, and what I do is I kind of keep this like out on an angle, and I keep the curler out on an angle, and I go up further on this piece, and but I hold it for not as long. Okay, here we go. Almost like creep down the barrel as I do it, and I don't hold it for longer. It's like once it all is curled through, I let go. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the other side and let these just chill. I don't do anything to them. And another thing about this is it takes me so little time to do it that I'm more motivated to do it versus, oh, I went the wrong way. So I just have to adjust, like press this little button to make the curls go to the left now. And like I said, I'm more motivated to do this because it takes less time than curling up my whole head all the way to the top. And if it falls out, it's not a big deal. Like I'm not using a lot of heat, so I feel like my hair, the ends haven't been as bad lately, like as far as split ends go. That probably was too big of a piece, but oh well, I don't care. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not very exact about where I start the curl either. It just is what it is. Okay, I feel like this is getting to my last like longer piece before I have to do the front. Okay, and the last piece, I go up a little further. It's a very small piece, so I don't want to leave it in for too long and damage it. So this is what it looks like. I don't really even brush it because, again, my hair is very fine. It does not hold a curl. You could put some hairspray in it. I have some hairspray actually. And like I said, probably in an hour, it will almost look like I did not even curl it. But that is the reality of having my hair type, and I'm embracing it. So I'm embracing the fact that I can do this really quickly because I already have straight hair. I don't really need to straighten it beforehand that much. I don't need to really do anything beforehand. It just is what it is. Okay, so I'll show you the back. And straight on top. I mean, that's my hair type. I have straight hair, very straight hair. This is it from sort of the side, I guess. I don't know. And I just like how it has a tiny little bend at the end. And in my opinion, it just looks a little bit more put together without having to go through the whole like curling it all. Because I do find like even when I do those like beachy curls, even when the hairdresser does them and they look so good, they don't last long. So why am I putting my hair through the damage of the extra heat and like heating it all the way up to here, you know, trying to start the curl up here instead of just doing it down here? Like, why am I doing that if my hair's not gonna even hold the curl? And that's kind of my philosophy. Like, why am I doing it? Why can't I just embrace who I am? Which is a girl with very, very pin straight hair that gets split ends really easily. I also kind of feel like it makes the bottom look fuller. So yeah, and then I just kind of have it like this. Hi, I just wanted to put in these clips. This is my hair 8 hours after I curled it. So it does fall out, but I still feel like there's a nice little bend at the end, and I like the way it looks. In the front even, it's got some curl still. So that's another reason why I like this. I can do it once and it still lasts probably as long as the other kind. Okay, and then this is me the next morning after sleeping on it, not putting it up or anything, just sleeping on a silk pillow. And it's still got that little nice look. So just another reason I like doing it. And in my opinion, this is low maintenance. I know that some people wouldn't even do this much to their hair, and I totally respect that because most days I don't do anything. But I wash my hair probably like 2 or 3 times a week, so I only do this style probably once a week, and I still feel like that's healthier than it could be, healthier than a lot of the other, I don't know, philosophies out there about hair with the Dyson, with the really hot thing on you. I mean, that's totally cool. I would do that too if I had the time. If I'm going to a special event or something, sure, yes, that is the time when you do something a little more special, but on an everyday basis, this is what I like my hair to look like. All right, thanks for watching. That's the tutorial. Oh, I wanted to give you some tips on what I do to what I've been doing in the past, I would say year or so, as I've tried to make my hair grow, be consistent with a hair care routine, all that stuff. So, like I said, my hair is oily. I have to use a clarifying shampoo pretty much every wash. Sometimes I'll do it every other, but I'm not really that picky about it. I know that there are a lot of people that have very strong opinions about what type of shampoo you need to use, and to me it's just there has to be at least one that's clarifying. And I do a double shampoo, which I think is really, really helpful. If you've never tried it, I feel like it was a completely new experience because you have to at first clean the scalp, which in my case, like even if it's a very clarifying shampoo that's very foamy, it won't always get foamy on that first shampoo. I recommend trying the double shampoo because I think that's what actually cleans the oils, is the second shampoo process. Something I do to help with my dry ends, I will put an oil or even just whatever I have. Like I'll put a leave-in conditioner in before I take a shower to kind of coat my ends so that if any shampoo gets on them, it's not drying that out. I don't know if it actually does anything, but this is just what I've been doing and I like it. With my hair type, I do have to use dry shampoo no matter what though. So I've switched from aerosol dry shampoos to powder dry shampoos. I don't know if they're necessarily better, but I do feel like they're, I don't know, maybe a little bit more good for you, like not so, I don't know, breathing in the aerosol always kind of just annoyed me. I will put in dry shampoo the first day I wash it. Like last night after I washed it, before I went to bed, I put dry shampoo in. Because if you stop the oils from forming so quickly, you can extend the life of the wash. So, in my experience. So, yeah, those are just kind of some of the things that I've been doing. I think it's good to just embrace the hair type that you have. I used to get it highlighted a lot. I haven't really gotten it colored since August. And even then it was just a toner, like a glaze. The last time I got it really highlighted was I think maybe April. And I think I'm just gonna cool it on that for a while too. Just to bring some life back to my formerly bleached hair. And I love my natural color too. It's just that it doesn't have dimension when it's just my natural color, and I do like that little bit of extra dimension that the blonde gives to it, as long as it's a good tone. So that's it. I hope if you have similar hair type to me that this was informative, helpful. If you haven't tried some of these tips, maybe put them into practice and see how it goes. I think that sometimes the routines that people put on social media are really unrealistic, and you can buy all those products and tell yourself that you're going to be consistent with it, but that's not a guarantee. And I think it's better to just be realistic about what you want to do every day or on a weekly basis with your hair, and just be consistent and track. I started this day. In 3 months, I'm going to check in and see how it looks. And I think that it actually helps just having that mindset of like, it's not a lot of stuff, but I do it every single time, and it can actually bring you good results in my experience. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I feel like my philosophy on skincare is similar. Just simplify and be consistent and go from there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions about products or tools that I use. I'm a big like random hair tool lover because I only have one hand. I'm always like trying new ones to see which ends up being easier for me. And this has been such a great tool for me. I mean, I had the original one of these where it like sucked your hair into like an orb or something and you didn't know where your hair went. And you know, technology has advanced a lot since then, and it's cordless and I can travel with it and it heats up really quickly, all of those things. So for me, I love the automatic curler. You absolutely could just use like a regular curling iron too for this look and just only keep it on the bottom. I'm such a proponent of just using what you have because you probably have something good enough. And if it's just a regular curling iron, like a 1-inch barrel, it'll give you the same results. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.